Well, we're here live with the Sundown Tavern, like we always do. Thank you for their sponsorship and their partnership, being able to give us a home for the HonkyTalk podcast. And today we're here with the 37th episode with Mr. Dean Norton.
Thanks for being here, man.
Thanks for having me.
And some of y'all may be going, who's that guy? I'm in the same boat. I just met him today. At least in
Officially.
Officially, yeah.
Officially speaking.
I think we met one time in utility.
Several times.
Yeah.
You've come and played. And
Yeah, that's right.
had conversations.
That's right.
So,
But I guess I never just like really asked who you were though. Just like
Who's that old guy?
yeah. He was just one of the cool people back here, just making things happen. And I was like, man, what's up, man?
Thought he was a customer.
No, he's behind the scene. And,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
he was doing something important.
Well, he did carry himself as a status of importance. Just
He does have that quality. I like his sweater and everything he's got on right now. He looks pretty sharp. That's right.
It's up off the floor in the closet.
It looks good. It looks
And
good
there's
on
a
you.
shirt already in it. I'm like,
But you wear it well.
yeah, man.
I'm ready.
All right. Well, tell us. Trey just mentioned it for our listeners. Tell us about. So you're a minority owner of
Utility Brewing.
here in Ruston, Louisiana, Lincoln Parish, baby. Tell us about utility. How did that come about? What's your role? I mean, because you think about some people want to open a brewery or restaurant and things like that, and sometimes that's it's hard to open up anything, but that in particular.
As I was working on the building downtown Ruston that housed Stowe's for 30 years that I bought from my mother-in-law. And next door was an architect's practice, Cassidy Kine. And I ended up hiring Cassidy to help out with submitting plans to the fire marshal's office for that building. And we became friends doing that. And I came into his office one day, and I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, I really don't want to do this anymore. Like, what do you mean? I don't want to be an architect anymore. I was like, what do you want to do? He's like, I want to open a brewery. And I said, well, good luck with that. I hope that works out for you.
Yeah.
But I ended up acting as a consultant for them as they were producing plans. And Cassidy said, hey, can you come by one day and talk to me and to Carl about the brewery? Sure. Came by, didn't think anything of it. And they said, we're about ready to get this thing cranked off, but we just realized that neither of us has ever worked in a bar or a restaurant, and we really don't know what we're doing. And we would like to see if you would be interested in becoming invested. And I said, well, let me see what my wife will say about that, who I thought, she is not going to let me do this.
Heck no.
There's
Dean.
no way. And she was very supportive and said, I think you need to do it. And,
Oh wow.
Wow.
and here we are 8 years later.
Cool.
So we were out of the restaurant game and the bar scene for 16, 17 years.
Oh wow.
And just got back to it.
So when they brought up now, how did utility the name? How did why that? Why utility? What does that mean? What's the purpose of that being the name of it?
I think just the look of the building is, in a lot of breweries, are kind of housed in warehouses, that kind of areas in towns. But the joke was that if it doesn't work out, we can just hang an F in front of utility and call it futility. That hasn't happened.
Well, yeah.
But
Yeah.
y'all been open for 8 years.
8 years last November.
Tell the listeners if you've never been, Utility Brewing downtown Ruston, Lincoln Parish, Ruston, Louisiana. What's probably the most what's the most sold beer there, or the most popular beverage? Do you think? Or what's your favorite? Or do you have a favorite?
My favorite beer is the one in front of me.
Okay,
Whatever it
They're
is.
all
not
good.
picky.
I've tried them all.
they're all good.
Yeah, but I think our best sellers are the Ruston Red Ale, Mexican Lager, the Bulldog Blonde, which is a real light lawn mowing beer. Those sell. Everything that they produce, these guys are amazing at what they do.
Yeah.
Everything sells.
Yeah. And I know the pizza's there. Y'all ever seen the guy who is like on TikTok and stuff? He does the pizza reviews, One Bite. His name is Dave.
Yeah.
That guy. He should definitely. Someone tag him, or we'll tag him in there.
Yeah, we'll find him.
But he needs to come down to Utility and try their pizza, because I'm telling you, like I've been in New York, I've been to Hoboken, I've been to around there, like kind of like that area. I've been I've tasted the like legitimate New York style pizzas. I've tried some other ones. But Utility has in Ruston is literally my favorite pizza to get around here.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, just saying,
Yeah.
and that's an honest opinion. That's just coming from me.
And because we're coming from the land of Johnnies.
That's right. Yeah, literally.
Yeah, that's still a thing in our household.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
Like I said, we grew up in Bossier.
Yeah.
And that was pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah,
in
right,
Bossier in
right.
the 70s.
Yeah.
And
What's kind of like the most popular pizza that you know?
our best sellers consistently one or two, either classic pepperoni
Yeah.
or the American Dream.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I like both of them.
Yeah, I get the American Dream pretty much every time.
When I play there, I always get the classic pepperoni.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
That,
Yeah.
Well, it's hard to
the
beat a
bread,
pepperoni.
The breadsticks too. The breadsticks are good.
Yeah.
Man, I ain't never heard Bo talk this much. I'm excited.
Yeah. But man, we've played there before several times.
Oh, yeah.
And inside, you'll have a great outdoor patio, like courtyard area. That's really nice. It's gravel, picnic table. It's got a stage. It's great for live music and stuff. And I've enjoyed every time I played there.
Nice little beer garden.
We
Yeah.
had some amazing acts come through and play. And Monty Russell has been key in making a lot of those things happen.
That's right.
And I'm like, who's this Monty? It's like,
Yeah.
it'll
Trust
be,
me.
Just trust me. It'll be great. And some of the people who've played, I'm like, this is unbelievable. And
Yeah.
I'm texting people. I'm like, you need to come down here right now.
Yeah.
It's making you go, oh my God, we got
It's
Yeah.
just like if Bruce Springsteen grew up in rural Mississippi or Alabama.
Yeah.
This is that cat.
All right. Right.
That was funny.
But it's crazy. I've seen a lot of acoustic acts, but then there was one where I came down because I guess Utility had made a post about they were playing like a stand-up bass and like other. It was like do you remember
Yeah, it was a string band
a string band?
out
It
of
was.
Arkansas.
That was
Yeah. Do you remember their names?
was that Melissa
Yes.
Carpenter?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that the name of their group?
Yeah, well, I run sound for them over there.
That's right. I
Wasn't you
came there
there
that
with me?
night. Yeah, that's the night I came over there.
Yeah, I had my dog. He was laying on the stage.
Yeah, Dooley. Dude, I walked in and I was like, holy smokes! I was like,
They were great.
what is this? And but
Yeah.
yeah,
It's
I'm
unbelievable.
telling you, it's unbelievable the people and the talent that come through there.
Well, and Ruston has been like that as long as I've been downtown, just who we were able to attract.
Yeah.
A lot of it due to being on I-20. We were in between Atlanta and guys on their way to Austin.
Or even Dallas.
even
or what?
Dallas.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
And so, and then we would kind of tag team back in the day with Enoch's.
Yeah.
They could play a Friday night in Monroe, Saturday night in Ruston.
Now, where were y'all doing that at? I know that, and this may be a great segue into their special today at the Sundown Tavern. Where were you talking about? What's the other place you used to run? Because you said you were out of the business for about 16 years.
Right. We started Trenton Street Cafe.
Okay.
It will be 40 years ago.
Wow.
Wow.
In
That
May.
makes me feel old because I used to hang out there all the time.
Yeah, it's just like, what happened?
Yeah.
It had a great vibe up there. You could go up, sit up top. Had the tables in the window where you could overlook the streets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we had music downstairs. We had music upstairs.
Oh wow.
As the business grew.
Who were you booking at that time? Do you remember?
You know, our first big act was Dash Rip Rock.
Okay.
And I've known Bill Davis since '84. And Bill went to high school with a friend of mine, one of my best friends, Ken Katera, from Lake Charles. And they had come up and played a show that Tech used to put on, Beaux Arts Ball, which was an incredible event put on by the Art and Architecture Department. And they would build out the old fairgrounds, a cardboard city. Music, food, obviously there was beer involved,
Right.
and they would book in all these bands. I'm like, who is Dash Rip Rock? They're like, no, come check it out. And KLPI was heavily involved in that as well. Bill Bazaya, another good friend of mine, was booking our talent at the time and got Dash to kind of kick it off. And that's where it all started.
Wow.
Wow. So that would have been like kind of early 2000s, I guess. Yeah.
No.
When you closed, or
Oh, when I sold the business
Yeah.
at the end of 2001.
okay. Yeah, because I was about to say I've only been here for going on 20 years now, and this is like the first time I really hear about what was going on down here, and I was and then you tell me about the music downstairs and upstairs. I've only seen that one time in my life in Arkansas. They had a downstairs and an upstairs thing going on, but that's a really cool concept.
Yeah, it was
But when did you open that?
1986.
1986. That's right. Okay.
May of 86.
Wow.
That's when I was born.
Was it? Were you born in the backseat of a Greyhound bus?
Worse.
Pinto.
Yeah. But anyway, y'all had a signature burger there that I hear about.
Right, that was the Death Burger
Yeah.
Death burger.
that, again, my friend Ken had tried in Lake Charles,
Yeah.
an infamous place down there, and
Yeah.
he said, we've got to do this.
Yeah.
And we brought it up, and we tried it out, and we sold those consistently for the 16 years that we were in
Yeah.
business.
It's crazy. Well, I know that it's crazy because this week's special is that Death Burger. So, Bo, why don't you tell them about the special this week?
Well, basically, boys and girls, what it is, it's called the Death Burger here at the Sundown Tavern, where we're saving Ruston and Lincoln Parish, God Almighty, one sandwich at a time. So basically, we're paying homage, like we say, to this Trenton Street Cafe. So the burger's topped with jalapenos smothered in death sauce, mozzarella on a potato bun. You can get you some sweet potato waffle fries. They have potato soup today, and they also have the bread pudding bites with drizzles of icing and cream and stuff, and also sprinkles, hitting the coming of Mardi Gras season.
That's right.
So a little festivities going in here today, and Dean Norton is the man behind it. He brought it up here. He got it brought up here, so he introduced the world to the Death Burger in Ruston, Louisiana. So thank you, Dean. It is delicious.
Glad it's happening.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. We're just trying to carry on. Everybody, we're not trying to reinvent the wheel, y'all. We're just trying to keep the wheel going.
That's right.
I mean, we're just getting.
We're
in
trying to
with it,
repair
okay?
it, and keep it going. That's right.
That's it.
But it was a thing back then. It's a thing today. So come out.
The sundown.
Yeah, come down at the Sundown and give it a try. My honest review of it is that it wasn't too spicy for someone who is
not
not,
like-
who may not like a lot of spiciness or whatever. But Corey, he was kind of explaining it this way, and it was the best way. He said, "Look, it's like a good batch of crawfish, as far as spice level. It's not gonna make you call and cry home to mama, but it's just enough to leave a little heat on your lips. And plus the jalapenos and stuff and the cheese, it's really good.
It's one of the best burgers I've ever eaten in my life, and I've never had nothing bad up here.
That's true. Yeah, we eat it here all the time, and we never get tired of anything. So,
No, I don't.
no.
Every Monday,
Chicken
Tuesday, something,
wings.
Yeah,
Burgers.
yeah. I mean, I usually get the wings, but
But y'all come down, man. Lunch specials. Y'all got doctors, lawyers' offices. Y'all go get lunch somewhere.
yeah, and walking distance.
Walk into,
Yeah.
walk into, call in, order to go, everything. Call the number.
Do they DoorDash here yet or no?
I don't know.
I don't know. Something to look into.
So, let's get Dr. Heath about that. We'll be right back. We'll take our break, man.
Yeah.
Sundown Tavern, Honky Talk Podcast, episode 37.
It's honkies with a kid.
We're down here again as always, baby, at the Sundown Tavern, where we're saving Ruston one sandwich at a time. And today we have our guest is Dean Norton, the ex-owner of Trenton Street Cafe here in Ruston, Louisiana. And we was talking, but now he's a part owner, and he's you're head of the food, right? You're basically the restaurant kind of guy.
Yeah, that's my end of the game.
Okay. So, but he's a person in charge of utility brewing here in Ruston. We was talking about the Trenton Street Cafe, and y'all having Dash Rip Rock was one of the first kind of names or bands that y'all had that was really like, who is this? But then they show up. Go ahead, tell them, introduce that in. There it is. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. So this was back in probably 87, and we had been causing quite a few disturbances downtown Ruston on Thursday nights.
Why?
We would have music, and there wasn't a lot to do in Ruston, period, at that time. And Thursday night was a big night out for Louisiana Tech. Everybody came out Thursday night. Friday morning, went to class, left, and went home, for the weekend, because there just wasn't that much to do.
Right.
Keep people pulled in. So we started doing the music thing, and we had caused quite a few disturbances because thousands of people would show up downtown
Wait, you said thousands.
There would be
Wow.
thousands. I was telling Monty about. I got called into the chief of police office,
That's worse than the principal's office.
and they had 8x10 glossy photos taken from the towering James building of our intersection of Trenton Street and Mississippi, of all these college kids blocking Highway 167
Oh my goodness.
because they couldn't get in.
Wow.
So their solution was, we'll call in the fire marshal. The fire marshal comes in and says, you can only let 49 kids in this club.
49. Literally 49 souls.
So we became Club 49
That's good.
for about a week.
Yeah.
And Dash Rip Rock came and played.
Oh no.
And then there's, again, hordes of people out on the street. And I finally went to the police were there. And like, what do you want me to do? He's like, let them in.
Yeah.
So off a $3 cover, with our 49 capacity, we took up $1,200 at the door.
Yeah, do the math, yeah.
Yeah.
1,200 divided by 3.
Yeah.
A lot of folk in a 49 capacity place.
And
Yeah. Literally 10 times.
yeah,
10 times the capacity.
yeah, it was, like I said, there wasn't a lot to do. And of course, they were, and still are, an amazing band to watch live.
Yeah.
But that was just many nights like that.
Did okay, with saying that, so that was, you said about 87 or something like that, you said?
Yes.
Okay. So we fast forward now almost 40 years later, and what do you think with the music thing in downtown Ruston, or just Ruston as a whole? I mean, there's been rap since then, it's come and gone pretty
Right,
much.
right.
There's been places, and there's been other new places. Sundown just got revamped, and they're still pumping. Have you seen the music kind of thing? Have you seen it go? Has it progressed, digressed, or is it just totally different now? What do you think?
It's completely different the way kids experience music today versus, say, when I was a young person. If something was released and we picked it up, we listened to it communally. Come over by the house, we're going to spin this record.
I got the new Bo Atkins record.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that doesn't happen anymore.
Right.
Everybody's walking
Streaming.
around with these earbuds,
Headphones, yeah.
headphones.
They don't even know where they're at. They're like,
That's true.
Yeah, you can sit at the bar sitting at the bar, and everybody's like scrolling, and you're like,
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
anybody want to have a conversation?
you're talking to yourself like,
Yeah.
hey, remember that time we?
that's one of the frustrating things now. When you've played,
Yeah.
and no one's paying attention.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we get that. Yeah.
And I'm like, well, that's rude.
They're actually paying attention. They're throwing the tips and stuff, but like around here, it's been really that's the way it is. Other places I've been, it's not like that.
Yeah.
But Monty always told us, he's like, around here, somebody's got a beer in their hand, they can't start a round of applause. He said, look under the table, their feet's tapping, they're listening.
Yeah.
There are little key things like that. I know Pimo, David Pimo, we've had him on the show, and when we first started playing together, about 10, it was crazy how time flies. Probably go to 10 years ago now, and he used to bug the crap out of Pimo because I was like an entertainer. I've
Yeah.
always been kind of an entertaining person.
Yeah.
And I didn't have to be the star of attention, but when the microphone is in my lap, basically, or in my face, there's a reason for that, right? So when I'm playing, I started playing music off songs I'd written. I didn't start playing cover songs. That's not what got me wanting to play music.
Right.
Well, I knew that these people didn't have a daggum clue about like what I would be playing. They've never heard these songs. So how do I get their attention? When I was younger, I might have been the guy on the bar taking shots, acting like an idiot. But I got their attention, so when I went and played, they knew what was about to happen.
Yeah.
Because they never heard these songs. Or I would say things. Well, Pimo got on to me one time. I think it was down in Mississippi, or it was Natchez or something, and we played there. And we think we come back up here and played here on the Wednesday nights before Heath even. This has been probably 10 years ago now. But I came in here and played a Wednesday night gig, and Pimo goes, "Hey, Bo," you know how he talks to you. Hey,
Yeah.
he's like, "You ought to not ask the crowd to clap or demand that they put their hands together. I don't really. That's kind of taboo. I don't really like that." I said, "Okay." Fast forward, I did it again.
Yep.
A lady from Sundown that night went and told Monty that, yeah, we like Bo, but he's like, just because we clap or whatever, he's like mad at us or whatever, like made this stink about it.
Right.
So Monty
Right.
comes back and tells me in front of Pimo, and Pimo's over there looking at me going, see, I told you. But here's the kicker, though. It's not about making me, it was about having fun.
Yeah.
Right.
Get people interacting with me and let me
get 'em
get their
involved.
attention. Right, get them involved. Because a lot of times when you're playing music, you're up there playing at a restaurant, bar, wherever, venue, whatnot. People ain't. It's boring.
Yeah.
You're like, why am I? Even though they may be paying you good or whatever, but it doesn't matter. You're up there playing and nobody's paying attention. You're like, what am I doing up here?
Yeah.
Anyway, so it's funny that you say that but I'd experienced that with Pimo and Bo. You're right. At the end of the day, it's people. They can't help but hear you if they're not leaving.
Yeah.
That's kind of what we've always talked about. With us three, on the podcast and stuff, is if they're not leaving and they got a beer in their hand, they got a drink or some food in their hand, you're doing your job.
Yeah. And what you were saying too about like the old school way to like actually listen to music, I can even remember when I was young, like my friend would get, he still had like a tape player, and he would get tapes from like the thrift stores and stuff, and I'd go over across the street to his house and we'd listen to Def Leppard tapes and Guns N' Roses and Bon Jovi and Rat and everything, and we would sit there and he was like, bro, he's like, check it out. He's like, I got a headphone splitter, and he's like, we can listen to it at the same time. That was big tech back then, and it was like, not that there wasn't technology out there, because we're talking about 2007, 2008, but that's what's crazy. Like even then, we used to go do that, or someone was playing when we got older. He would text me and be like, hey, this person's playing down here. You want to go see them and everything. And so, but how I've seen it happen in the last 5, 6 years is that everything has moved to streaming, kind of that way.
Like you said, it takes the communality out of it. I think the word you used, the communal thing where people would come together, and then, so it does take it out of it. And it's kind of a shame. We was talking, I just went with Monty, for the listeners too, that y'all didn't know, but Thursday and Friday this past week, we was up there recording Bo Atkins #3, baby. The third one. And
that's right.
I was sitting there telling Monty we was coming down the mountain, headed back to, I guess we are going to go in the city or something and go, whatever we were eat. We were just going to go eat. That's what it was, and watch the Ole Miss game. And I told him, I said, what's funny is, if people still bought singles, we wouldn't be so broke. Because literally, because I know just me, I have sold thousands and thousands of albums.
Yeah. But it's pennies now, like it really.
But now, but nobody buys them.
Yeah.
But if they had to go buy the single, they had to actually purchase.
Right.
We'd be sitting a little higher on the hall. We could actually have money to invest back. So now it's the musician thing or any kind of art is just crazy. Yeah. I mean, you can listen to a book being read to you by Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, it's true. But I will say though that, and you've probably seen this too, but just like the amazing talent that comes through this place.
Yeah, that is pretty remarkable.
It's remarkable, and people at Sundown, people that I've seen at Utility, like that String Brand, I'm like, how are these people not just like
world touring,
touring
or theaters?
Yeah, because it's a lot of great talent around here. Is what I've seen in the music place, but it's just changed so much. Just from what I hear.
What do you think?
Well,
with your years of experience.
Well, I don't know about that, but
you've booked bands, and stuff.
I was messaging with Paul Sanchez, who used to be with Cowboy Mouth, this morning, and he was saying that
it's probably him right now. Paul, quit texting.
He was plugging the band that's playing at the Dixie that's doing the Beatles tribute show, and he said one of those guys replaced me at Cowboy Mouth. You need to go check him out.
Yeah,
and I think the Dixie's doing an amazing job of kind of driving some stuff in here.
Oh yeah.
Trying to still keep it going. Yeah.
Right, and there's been a real change in, I guess, who they're trying to book in there, and that's been good for us at Utility.
Yeah.
Where people can come by and have a.
We'll tell them why it's so good for y'all.
Yeah, well, they can come
sit
by
right next door.
It's right next door. We can have a pre-show drink or dinner or after show. So that's taken a while for that to get some traction.
Yeah.
But it's working now. But what I'd really like to see is the college kids get involved in that.
Yeah.
Just like,
come back to the concert hall, baby, the Dixie Theater, and then Utility Brewing right there. That kind of mindset.
Well, all of downtown.
Sure. Well, and it's everywhere.
It's wide open.
Yeah, it really is.
And now we've got the downtown district where you can walk out the door with your beverage of choice in a plastic cup, and
you shouldn't be messed with.
Right. You're good
unless you're acting an idiot.
Right. You're good till 9 o'clock to walk around. Whatever you want.
Right.
That's right.
Walk around with.
That's right.
Which is an amazing about face of attitude in the city of Ruston.
Yeah.
From when I started.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Trenton Street with 49 people, and you got 1,000 people in there.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I was about to say I wasn't around here, in that era or even before that, but I know when wrestling was established, I've heard stories about didn't it used to be dry or something, and then it was like
Ask him, I shoot.
I
There
really
were
don't know.
variations.
Yeah, I've heard stories, but I don't really know.
Right.
Now, did you go to Tech?
I
Is
did.
that what brought you here?
Brought me here.
Okay.
And I wasn't ready for the party to be over. I was able to compress a 4-year degree into 10 years.
Now, what'd you get your degree in?
Sociology was my
Yeah.
major.
Why sociology?
It just kind of fit. I transferred from LSUS, and I was in that program, and I decided my senior year of college that I needed to open a bar and grill. I need to do this.
And you need to graduate.
But I didn't graduate until 4 years after opening the club.
Yeah.
I was engaged, about to get married, and I thought it'd really be a good thing if I went ahead and finished out this college thing.
Yeah.
Before I started the next thing.
The next thing.
That's kind of the same story of mine too.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean, I'm not gonna go involved in that, but it was
Yeah.
the same thing with playing music and
Yeah, that's right.
and
that's
all
right.
that. I was like, I really should hurry up and shore this up. So my degree got in was in liberal art, whatever it is, general studies but basically I studied history is what I studied.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's what I ended up in. One of my sociology professors comes into Trenton Street one day and he says, I got it all worked out. What are you talking about, Dr. Stokely? I've got you enrolled. In what?
In what?
He said in general studies. You've got 2 classes
And you can be done, baby.
and you have 2 independent studies. I'm like, what am I studying? He's like, you got a class with me and you got a class in Roman archaeology. I'm like,
Sweet.
good to go.
Oh, cool.
So I finished, with the general study.
Well, yeah. But you got that paper, baby.
I'm done.
That's right. That's right.
That's right. Well, we sure do appreciate you coming and taking your time to come hang out with us.
That's
we know,
been great.
We know you're a busy man. So
What tag is this thing? Tell them the address, Utility Brewing. Tell the people.
Yeah.
So our address is 206 North Vienna. And as you pointed out, we're right next door to the Dixie Theater.
So come see a show at the Dixie Theater. Come grab a brew. Come grab a pizza.
Come see us.
Utility.
Come see Heath at
Yeah.
Sundown.
Sundown. Come support Rusty.
Come see Rustin.
Yeah. Lincoln Parish, baby. Hey, Sundown Tavern, episode 37. We had Dean Norton here, and it's been a pleasure.
Likewise.
It's been fun. I've enjoyed this thoroughly. So, hey, like I say, Sundown Tavern, saving wrestling one sandwich at a time, episode 37, that Honky Talk podcast, baby.
And it's honkies with a kick.